Well, class, this is a good opportunity for you to meet your co-instructors. I'm Richard Sewell. I'm Clinical Assistant Professor in Health Policy and Administration, and I'm Associate Dean for Community and Public Health Practice.
Hello class, my name is Ki Chan. I'm a Clinical Assistant Professor of Health Policy and Administration and also in the Doctor of Public Health and Leadership program. I'm very delighted to be co-teaching this course.
We think that Strategic Planning and Budgeting, HPA 444, is a course that when completed, you'll be comfortable in providing guidance and leadership to groups that are engaged in strategic planning. These could be employee groups that you're working with, or they could be decision makers, high-level committees in an organization, the long-range planning committee of the board of directors. But we think that you'll be comfortable with that. We also think that in terms of the fiscal management portion of the course, the control function in management, we think that you'll be able to converse with your finance staff on issues like budgeting and balance sheets and income statements and financial ratios and many other components of the control function. We are dividing labor on this course. I'm going to do most of the strategic planning portion of the course, and Dr. Chan will do the fiscal management. Our teaching assistant, Yu Lee, also has a significant background in fiscal management. She has an MBA and a Master of Public Policy. So we think you're in good hands, and we should enjoy the semester. A little about each one of us. I have been here since 2004, and since 2011 I've been Associate Dean for Community and Public Health Practice. I also have some experience in public health. At the Chicago Health Department, I was the first Deputy Commissioner. I was Executive Director of the Suburban Cook County, DuPage County Health Systems Agency, and I was Executive Director of the Chicago Health Policy Research Council at the University of Chicago. And I've done many other things because I've been on the planet a long time. So I think that the thing that connects all of that to this course is that in all of my senior management jobs, I have emphasized strategic planning. We've always started by doing a strategic plan. And that guided us with our work plans and with the assignments that we would give our staff. So I think you'll find that you can use strategic planning as that kind of tool.
Hi class, I recently joined University of Illinois Chicago School of Public Health. I'm very delighted to be a part of the team here. I have over 8 years of teaching experience in public health. My research focuses on developing mathematical models to evaluate the costs and benefits of new technology and its impact on delivery healthcare and its impact on the population health. I have worked in a laboratory, so I'm trained as a bench scientist where I bring in the analytical skills. However, during that time, I got very interested in looking at what's the costs and benefits of all this new technology being made from the laboratory and how it can have an impact on public health. I then pursued a doctorate degree in public health and then subsequently pursued a master's in finance and management. I was particularly interested in combining my skill sets in developing financially sustainable healthcare system, and I am particularly very interested in leading the sessions on the financial analysis in this particular course. I have a background in developing cost-effective analysis, looking at the implementation of nationwide programs, specifically looking at newborn screening, and these would be cases that we can discuss on the usage of evidence-based and how that could be supportive using policy modeling and financial analysis to support these large-scale studies and eventually looking into how it could be implemented at a public health level.
Great. I think that you should know something about the discussion board and about the questions that we'll pose each week. we intentionally did not give you a deadline for the week 1. Technically, it's week 1A questions. And that's because some of you ordered your textbooks later than others, and there's some delay in your receiving them. I've gotten that feedback from the class. But for week 2 and subsequent weeks, we'd like for you to respond to at least one of the questions within a week's time. And you can do that by posting something unique in terms of your answer to the question. Don't give the same answer as one of your classmates. But you can also post by commenting on other posts by your classmates. But remember to be respectful. This is not a debating format, but I think there are different ways to express some of the answers to the questions. The questions are really designed to cause you to look deeper into some of the components of the readings and to be able to interpret those and to apply some of the concepts that you'll see in the Walston text and some of the other readings. The week 2 questions really relate more to the benefits of strategic thinking, which is the chapter from an unpublished book that I wrote. So make sure you do those readings, and if you have questions, you can also pose those on the discussion board, and we will try to answer. I think we can move now to assignment 1, where we want to talk about what you need to do to do well and respond to assignment 1.
So for assignment 1, there's 2 parts to this first assignment. The first part requires you to review the book as well as explore outside resources. So we encourage you to refer to references that you came across at the workplace or also from the literature at the library. The first question regards to having you design a strategic management plan, and from listening to the specific processes that was described in the assignment and also from the readings, and specifically select 3 components from that plan and to emphasize supporting materials where you can give examples to support those particular 3 steps.
And then the second question in the assignment does the same thing with strategic planning. You can rely on the benefits of strategic thinking, or you can rely on other source materials to present the process for strategic planning. Just as in number 1, you presented the process for strategic management. Then after you have presented that process, pick 3 of the steps and describe in detail what the methods would be that one would use to carry out that step, just as you did in number 1. And that is the essence of assignment 1, designed for you to unpack those ideas about strategic management and strategic planning in terms of the steps and the methods. We also give some weight to how well edited your presentation is. You are graduate students. We expect you to write at the level of a senior management industrial population. So when you finish your assignment, don't turn it in. Read it, and then edit it, and then turn it in. So that should be helpful. The instructions for how you submit assignments are in the announcements part of Blackboard. I did change those because there was an error. I didn't realize that there was a student view to some of these things as opposed to an instructor view. So we now have it fixed so that you can submit your assignments. And your deadline, and you'll see that on the page, is September 11th, 11:59 p.m. So in the first assignment only, we give you the grading criteria that we will use. The process we're using for grading is that you, Lee, our teaching assistant, will first review the papers and compare them with the criteria, and then make an assessment and submit them to Dr. Chan and to me, and then we will either accept what she has done, or we will modify comments, we will modify the grade up or down, and then that's what will be posted in the grade center when we have completed our review. Give us a week to 10 days to finish that. Right now I think there's 39 of you, so that's a lot of work. Won't be as much work for the group assignments, but that's a lot of reading and a lot of thinking and a lot of discussions between us as to what was going on. So again, if you have any questions, make sure you post them on the discussion board and we'll try to answer them.
Yes, and since this first assignment requires you to explore outside resources, please be sure to cite those references. We want to encourage you to use outside resources. The text that we chose for this course is one of many great books out there, so we want you to definitely read the book that is assigned, but we encourage you to use outside resources as well. Be sure to cite those for this particular assignment. We'll be looking out for where you got those supporting documents. Otherwise, we're very happy to be teaching this course with you, and we'll be here for you on discussion board. Email us if you have any questions, and we want this to be a very positive learning environment for all of us.
Thank you.
Thanks.